Have you heard about the saying, you cannot teach an old dog a new trick? If you've heard it enough, you know where you are standing right now. There are some rejections as a job seeker you're probably going through pretty much every day. Have you heard about this? You're overqualified? Every time you're applying for a role, are you getting those rejections? You're overqualified? Now, since when it had happened that overqualification is treated as a weakness? Now, there's something that you need to think about it. Maybe there is something coming up on a resume or interviews or during your interactions that your age is just given away to the employers. We're going to talk about that today. How do you battle the ageism? It's not by hiding your gray hair, hiding your wrinkle. Yes, you can do that as well. I'll leave it up to you completely if you want to go with that route. But what comes on a paper and what comes during the interview are something really crucial that you got to look it over. The first step is your resume. What's on your resume matters. Are you giving away too much? Chances are you are. And I'll tell you why. Look at the resume and see, when did you graduate? Is there a date listed on it? You've got to take that out. You're giving away how old are you on the resume. Take that out right away. And the second thing on a resume, are you going back to the old jobs which are not even relevant to your industry and the job you're applying? Are you going back more than 15 years? Is there a reason for you to give that information away? And when you do that, the employers are just guessing your age. And there might be some employers that they do not want to hire some tenured folks. So be careful on what you share on your resume. Couple of things on a resume you want to look at it again is you are writing the resume based on the current standard. There are a lot of folks out there, they are still using the objective statement. You wanted to highlight the accomplishment and the value you bring in to the organizations. And people can sense if you have an old stale resume, they can see that you are one of the tenured folks and you're not up to date when it comes to even updating the resume. So be mindful of writing the resume and beating that applicant tracking system and pleasing that hiring managers when it comes down to that. The third step is what kind of email you have. Do you still have AOL.com? Do you still have live.ca? Do you still have Bellnet, Yahoo.com or Yahoo.ca? That's a giveaway with the older folks out there who are tenure that they are still using the old email style. So the recommendation is to go and open the new emails just for applying. I would recommend opening Gmail account and go from there. So you're not giving away that you're tenure and you're not willing to change. Next step is to let people know that you are following current trends and it shows up on a resume. And do you have a LinkedIn profile? If you don't, then you don't have a digital footprint. Go ahead and open one and start being active. That's how you build your personal brand. So most folks think still that having a digital footprint is a weakness. Now employers, if they cannot find the digital footprint when they Google your name, you're probably potentially screened out in the initial stage. They need to know who you are outside of paper. That's your personal brand. So go ahead and be engaged in a professional membership and site so they know that you're quite up to date when it comes to industry's trend. Just because you're working in the industry for 20 years, that does not mean that you are all ready to rock and roll within the new company when you have no jobs. You regularly upgrade your skills within the industry. Employers are going to check that resume and see if you have any certifications or the courses you've signed up for. That tells them that you are regularly upgrading your skills and knowledge and you are well aware of the current trends. The other set is your mindset. When it comes to tenured folks, they feel like they cannot be coached because they know it all. So you gotta stop thinking about it. Your next boss could be someone who just graduated from high school, or it could be someone who just graduated out of university. So you got to respect the boss that you're going to be reporting to. Just knowing it all, that does not make you the qualified candidate. It's an attitude and mindset. Are you coachable? With a lot of tenure folks, what happens is they want to be jack of all. The employers right now, current trends, they need is someone who is specialized. Make sure you have your niche market, niche industry you're targeting. You know what you want, and that all comes in on a marketing plan. Do you have a marketing plan? Are you looking for the right company, right industry? Do you know what you want? If you don't know your strength, then it would be hard for employers to hire you. Collaboration is a big issue when it comes to the overqualified individual. And that's exactly the employers are worried about. And last but not least, pick the right employer where you see people like you working within that industry. When you do that information interview, look around. Go look around and see if you see people like yourself working there. What kind of demographic they're working with. That gives you the knowledge of if you're the right fit. Everyone wants to work with the right fit. And if you don't see people like you, perhaps you might want to apply to different kind of environment, different kind of job. Now, age is just a number. It depends if you're willing to stretch yourself out and practice everything, what's going on within the current industry, upgrade yourself, and be up to date with the technology. And you can fight those battles if you have the right employer. We can change the mindset of the other people, the hiring managers, but you can change your mindset with the can-do attitude, and your qualifications and your experience are the crucial one for anybody who wants to welcome you to their team. Shine that out during interview, and you got this. If you need any help when it comes to the job search strategy, please contact us through teachanddo.com contact us page.